is it to be a personal shopper? Eh?
Hey people, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all keeping safe and you are all doing well. Continue to stay safe. It feels so good to be back again. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing great. You're doing good. You are enjoying the season wherever you are, whatever season of your life you are in. I hope you are enjoying it and making good use of this time. Long time no sit down video, long time no money making video. I've missed doing that. As you can see from the title of this video, I'll be sharing some tips on how to become a successful personal shopper, or how to start a personal shopping business. I'm making this video because recently I rendered a personal shopping service. So whatever I'll be sharing in this video is also an experience for me as well. I've done it recently and I'm talking from that experience of, yeah, I've done this is what I think you should do. So take this video as someone talking from experience, and I'll be showing you some clips of what went down while I rendered the personal shopping business. It's a business you can start with no money at all, no inventory. It doesn't have to cost you anything. The only investments you would need in starting a personal shopping business or a personal shopper's business is the time to go around, time to talk, and time to consult with your clients. This is what you need most to start a personal shopper's business. To all my new subscribers, you are welcome. Yeah, we are growing. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and to my OGs, hey, you people are the best. I can't trade you for anything. You know that you are the best. You are the real deal. Thank you so much for always coming to watch my videos. Yeah, thank you for doing everything awesome on this channel. So let's go right into today's video. If you ever ask me questions about what business you can start, especially those in the diaspora, like so many people have sent me questions like, oh, I don't live in Nigeria, I don't live in my own country, what business can I start? This is a business you can start right from the comfort of your own without any dime. Alright, so for everyone that have asked me what business can I start, I don't want to go into buying and selling. I'm not ready to start going after people. Is there any business you will do that you will not go after people? Well, it depends on the business. You will definitely go after people because you have to publicize yourself. People need to know what you are doing. You should be able to tell them about the value you are rendering. You're not just sitting down and thinking someone will knock on your door and say, okay, let's do business together. No, so you need to make the noise. You need to tell people what you are into. It is important. The first thing is you need a business plan. Personal shopping business is a service-based business. You are running errands for people. It's either because they are busy to go shopping for themselves, or you are in a city where what they need is available. So that's one thing you need to be mindful of. You are a service-based business and you are running errands for people. For the busy people, for the lazy people, for people that really need something in your city but they are not there at that time. So who are you doing the business for? So number one is you need a business plan, and your business plan is where you put your niche. Who are you trying to reach out to? Are you doing luxury shopping? Are you doing back to school shopping? Are you for mothers? Are you for papas? Are you for corporate organizations? This is important. As a personal shopper, you cannot be for everybody. So who are you reaching out to? Who are your services for? And so personal shopping has to be something you enjoy doing. If you don't like shopping, then don't bother becoming a personal shopper, because shopping on its own is tedious. I've said it so many times on this channel that I enjoy window shopping. So if you enjoy window shopping, it's something you can make money from. Yeah, I did this recently and I had so much fun doing it. So if it's not something you enjoy, don't bother. It's not for you. I mean, no offense. Alright, so ready to consult with your clients. And why do you need to consult? You need, as in, they're bringing their personality into shopping for them, so you need to consult with your clients. What do they like? What their likes and dislikes? What exactly do they want? And another thing is, why do they want to shop abroad? Is it that whatever it is you want to buy for them is not readily available in their country? And what are the pros and cons of getting it in your own country and sending it to their country? For example, I'll speak from a Nigerian point of view. When you're talking about electronics, our voltage is different. So you ever let them know, okay, if you're buying this from the UK, if you're buying it from the US, you would need either a step down converter, like there's a way you convert the voltage. So that's why you need to consult with them. Be truthful as much as you can be honest with your client. Don't just say because, oh, I'm a personal shopper, I want to make money, so because they want this, then I'm all out for it. No, All right, so another reason why you need to consult with them is if these items need pre-order, if it's a pre-launch item. Remember last year when the new PS5 came out and my brother wanted a PS5, I think there was a need for me to be on a wait list or something. So these are reasons why you need to consult with your clients. You need to know what their taste is in fashion. Your personal touch must be in whatever it is you're buying for them, and these are important things you need to jot down when you're consulting with your clients. Yeah, so that's number 2, consultation. Number 3 thing you need is you need very good connection, as in internet connection. But when you're out shopping for your clients, you'll be on the phone with them, either on a video call or just a normal call. So there's a need for your device to be charged. That's why you need a power bank or a backup battery or something. So you need very good devices that can take good pictures, that can make good videos. And almost all phones have this function. So these are tools that you need: internet connection, a good phone. You can always advise your clients, oh, why not match this with this, why not go with this, why not go with this. You should be on top of the trend always. And number 4, how do you charge? I want to be a personal shopper, but I don't know how to charge. I don't know how people pay for these services. There are different ways you can charge your clients as a personal shopper. Is that I charge percentage on what to buy. It could be, oh, I'm buying this PS4, I'm charging 10% on a service charge for this item. Put into consideration the time you will spend in every store as you go about, and if you are doing the shopping online as well. So these are things you need to consider. So you could charge per hour as well. So these are ways you charge. Is that you charge on the percentage of the things you are buying and a service charge, or you charge per hour, whichever one works for you. If you go out and devote 5 hours to shopping for a client, then you should know what that should be. These are ways you charge. You might want to charge according to what you are buying. If you're buying like a glass item that needs extra care, these are things you put into consideration, and these are things you tell your clients about right from the consultation call. This is what you let your clients know. Number 5, do your proper research about shipping. How many days will it take for you to get these things together? If it needs a pre-order, when will it be delivered to you, and when will you ship to your client? So do your research about the shipping company, the shipping label, the regulatory body. What is the law about shipping some items to some countries? Do your proper research before you start any business. Don't say because, oh, it's a personal shopping business, or because someone saw this on me and said, oh, I need this, I want this. How does it get from a point A to point B? What are the rules and regulations guiding shipping? How many days will the shipper take? Will it be shipped and delivered to their doorstep? Will they have to pick it up from somewhere? These are important research you need to carry out. Don't just jump into the business because it's profitable. No. On a last note, as a personal shopper, getting great deals for your clients is another thing that can set your business up for success. Like here in Canada, I shop using the app and website marketing, where I get cash back. They always send me emails of available deals in all the stores. Using apps like this or website like this, you can get deals. And of course, if you get the deals and inform your clients about it, they are happy, you are happy, and they come back for your services. Okay, so look for apps or go to the websites of the companies that you want to buy from. They have deals. For example, while I was shopping on MAC Cosmetics website, I got great deals on their goodbye product, and I told my clients about it, and I got some product for them from their goodbye section of MAC, and everybody was happy. Are you a personal shopper watching this video? Please share with us in the comment section some tips and tricks that has helped you in growing your business. We would really love to read from you. Another skill that you need is your packaging skills. That you should know how to package your items. If you need to learn how to package, pack your items, because you cannot afford to send broken items over. If you're buying things from Canada to Nigeria, you don't want it to get to Nigeria broken. Or if you're buying from the US to the UK, you don't want your clients to receive it broken. So you should learn a skill of packing very well. You should know how to pack items, what to pack, actually padding it up. Like if you're buying a breakable item, padding it up and everything. These are things you can learn, you can put extra touch on. All right, so talking about skills, you need to be extremely patient. If you are not patient, you cannot be a personal shopper, because you can buy a thing and you get home, even despite the fact that you were on the phone while you were buying this, were talking to your client, they saw the video, you show them everything, Your client can call you in the middle of the night and tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I think there's a need for me to change the color, there's a need for me to change the style, you know. So be ready for that. That is why you need to be patient. Yeah, you really need if there's anything more than 100% patience, that's what you need. So these are the skills that you need, and your sense of style should be up there. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, on this channel I talk about how to make money, how to save money, and I take you around the town of Kitchener-Waterloo. I show you around Canada. Please, I want you to subscribe, like, share, you know, do all the good stuff on this channel, on this video particularly. I want you to share. If there's any more question you have about becoming a personal shopper or starting a personal shopping business, please put it in the comment section. I would answer your questions. And in my next video, I'll be showing you how I transported these items to Nigeria, and if they're in Nigeria yet, how many days, you know, everything about the shipping line that I used. I'm sure you really do not want to miss that video. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe, and please share this video. Share, like, you know, do all the good stuff. Until I come again some other time, let's continue to impact the world with knowledge and information. And please always stay safe. Please, it's very important. Until I come again some other time, bye now. See you in the next one. Exhausted, like, wow. It's not easy. It's not easy to be a personal shopper, eh? I've been on this for, I think I did the packing for about 4 hours. Yeah, I did the packing for about 4 hours.